us in. Do we have our very first advent calendar of the season? Makeup and Murder officially closing shop. And is Anastasia Beverly Hills in trouble because they're not paying their bills? We have all that and more in this week's new makeup releases. So grab a snack, grab a drink, because it's about to get juicy.
Hello, my most beautiful friends, and welcome back to New Makeup Release Sunday, where we sit back, relax, and we talk about all the new makeup releases that have been announced, a sneak peek, as well as some industry news. Now, for today, we surprisingly do not have any makeup drama this week.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
I know, like what? We have been so jam-packed full of makeup drama recently, but today we don't. So we are going to dive into today's top stories though. So I was scrolling on TikTok as one does when they're just doom strolling, and I came across this ad right here.
Warning, the Advent reveal is about to drop and it's next level epic. If you want to stay surprised, then close your eyes. Pan palette is your everyday palette. You won't reach for another. A new formula from us. Still not managed to get a restock. 2 cheeker bits. And remember, we also have a more affordable option too.
Now I saw that and I went, oh my god, I've never got my hands on any of the p.louise advent calendars. I've always wanted to. They look absolutely phenomenal, right? It's like I really want to get my hands on them. So I went to the website and then I was like, $341.50. Oh my god. Yes, you get 25 full-size products. I understand that. But oh my god, that is so expensive to spend on an advent calendar. Now granted, I have seen influencers open up these advent calendars every year and I sit there with envy going, I really want that. I love a good advent calendar. You guys know I love a good advent calendar. And I want to know. Do you guys want to see it for science? If you don't, say, no way, girl, save your $341. But if you do, be like,
Christmas came early.
I don't know if you're really going to leave that or not, but I just genuinely want to know, do you guys think these are worth getting? Because they are so expensive. And the fact that this is the first one that we're seeing in the season, and then it just reminded me that, oh my god, next month when September hits, every single makeup brand is going to start releasing their advent calendars. I'm pretty sure all the Sephora favorites are going to come out. The Sephora advent calendar is going to come out. The Ulta Beauty, Macy's, NYX, like everyone's going to start dropping their advent calendars. Sometimes they don't ship until the end of the year, but sometimes they drop now and you can get them now. But more often than not, a lot of the places start to drop them in September and they don't arrive to you until sometime in late October, early November. And I absolutely always want to do like a full video dedicated to advent calendars. I did it before like 2 years ago, but I'm not gonna lie to you guys, besties. They're quite expensive to do. And you most often than not just get little sample sizes that I'm just like, what am I gonna do with this? I just spent $150 on $25 for the sample sizes. You know what I mean? But they're so much fun. So let me know, do you guys want me to get this for science? Or do you guys want me to pass? And if I'm correct, I do believe that p.louise did open up a US facility. So I don't know how much shipping would be. I don't think it'd be nearly as much, seeing as how I believe they do have a US facility now compared to before. But if they didn't, if it was just UK only, I don't even know if I could buy it. But secondly, that'd be like $100 worth of shipping, because that's going to be a very heavy box. Up next, a brand that I reviewed long ago called Makeup and Murder officially is closing their store. Now, I will say they're still going to be online only, but they did open up their first like pop-up store, I believe actually in Lakeland, Florida, so not too far from me. I never went out there, but they officially announced on their Instagram that they are coming to a close when it comes to the storefront. So they said that this is a post we never thought we'd have to make. The Makeup and Murder case is officially closing August 31st. What began as a dream became a beautiful crime scene that so many of you traveled across the world to see. Since October 2018, Makeup and Murder has been alive online and will continue to the end of time. We aren't going anywhere, but our beloved murder shop in Lakeland, Florida will be locking up for good. If you ever wanted to experience our crime scene, this is your last chance. The Makeup and Murderer's final resting day is August 31st, and after that, we'll live only in our memories. Go to our YouTube channel now for the full explanation, raw, unfiltered, and straight from the murderer team. Makeup and Murder isn't dead. The murder shop case is just simply closed. Now, I would have to assume, honestly, it just probably has to do with the economy. A lot of people are probably not going in and buying a lot of makeup. I feel like since it is just kind of one of those not like big fancy retail stores like Ulta and Sephora, I definitely could see that they could have some struggles keeping the lights on. I did not watch a YouTube video. I'm gonna go ahead and preface that. But if I had to guess, I could just assume that it's tough to keep a store up and running right now in today's economy. If you guys don't, in today's economy, like a lot of indie brands are slowly closing the door, or they're definitely struggling. And it's just really sad to see. I did a video with Makeup and Murder products long ago. I reviewed their loose pigments, and remember I told some crime stories in there. I freaking love that video. Loved it so much. And then I reviewed their phone case palette. Now that one was a little iffy because when I opened that palette, it smells like straight up cat piss. Straight up cat piss. I remember dealing with customer service long ago, and they were arguing with me being like, it doesn't smell like cat piss. And I'm like, bitch, the fuck it does. Come smell it yourself. You know what I mean? And I never did. They ended up sending me a new one. That one did not have a smell. So I'm like, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it is just really sad to see a brand that worked so hard to put their love into a shop and they actually have their own official store if it closed their doors. It's only sad to see that. So I wanted to let you know. Finally, Anastasia Beverly Hills has been caught not paying their bills. Now, I did not report on this story, but my beautiful friend Jen Love did over on TikTok. So full credit goes to her. Please go follow her on all her social medias, Jen Love Review on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, because she is so good at doing thorough deep dives. And I scratched the surface, right? Like I feel like I'm not nearly as talented as her. Like she's a great researcher. I just kind of scratched the surface, but she dives right on in and gets the nitty gritty of the story. So she actually reported this on TikTok. Let me show you.
Things are not looking good for Anastasia Beverly Hills. Looks like they missed a big credit payment. It's like $650 million. They missed it because they took out these loans back in 2018, the height of the beauty industry on social media. Beauty influencer, mega Anastasia Beverly Hills at the top, approximately a $3 billion valuation. They took out a bunch of loans. They're coming due, and Anastasia Beverly Hills missed their payment. So there may be some restructuring in their future. It's not like they're doing bad. They're not doing bad. They're still selling hundreds of millions of dollars, but not enough to keep them from being downgraded. So we'll just have to see what happens.
Now, for me, I remember the 2018-2019 era when it came to Anastasia Beverly Hills as the big PR list. You guys remember the list that everybody was trying so hard to get their hands on? Everybody wanted to be part of Anastasia Beverly Hills PR list because if you got invited to the list, they sent you pretty much their entire makeup collection. I just remember ABH being at the height of their success during that time frame when everybody was on the list. I was over there tweeting on Twitter at the time being like, I want to be on the list with my like 100 followers. But oh my God, that was such a time. Now I'm not, just like Jen said, like, doesn't mean that just because they're like not doing well with like paying back their loan does not mean they're not doing well as a whole. A couple years ago during COVID, Disney took out a massive loan as well. And I believe they just started paying it back. They've been struggling with that as well. So like, it does happen. And I think they're going to close shop anytime soon? No. Do I agree with Jen that they're going to absolutely restructure? Oh, for sure. They're going to make some adjustments. They're probably going to let some people go that just don't really benefit the company anymore if they need to. But I could definitely see ABH being one of those brands that slowly start to fade out in time. If they don't start to restructure and maybe put out a little bit more exciting products that people really love, I could see them becoming a brand that people do still enjoy, but not really talk about and not being the forefront of people's minds when it comes to makeup. So I just found that really interesting, and I wanted to give full credit to Jen for doing a little deep dive on that. So with that said, besties, that's pretty much all the new makeup news that happened this week. There really wasn't much happening. It's been a very quiet week, and I know some of you guys love my longer videos. I love my longer videos. I can't produce drama out of nowhere to talk about. So with that said, we are just going to go ahead and dive into this week's new makeup releases. So up first, I'm sure you guys are going to be asking, Allie, what are you wearing on your eyes? I'm wearing the brand new Bellabeautybar collaboration with Noopor makeup. This is the Coalescence palette right here. This does retail for $69. It does launch on August 29th at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You guys can use my code Allie, save you guys 10% off. I will say, I absolutely am loving how my eye look turned out. I do have a review on this coming up if you guys do want to see that. I will have it posted later on this week, but I absolutely do enjoy this palette. And I think this is the week of indie brands because next we have the new DD Signature. This is the Broken Jewel palette. Now, I am getting this in PR. I don't know when it wants to arrive because it's just been traveling around the United States right now, not really wanting to make its way to me. But I was like, you know what? Sometimes people need to sightsee. Sometimes the world is tough enough. People need to take their time and sightsee sightsee before they get to the destination. That's how I'm going to view it. But I will say this is a really beautiful palette. You guys know I'm very much into very colorful eyeshadow palettes. There's something about it that to me, I think is absolutely super exciting. So when I saw this, I was like, oh my gosh, I absolutely cannot wait to review this. Now, the Broken Jewel palette does launch also on the 29th at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It does retail for $48.99. And as always, you guys can use my code Allie, save you guys 10%. And as soon as I have it in, I will absolutely do a review for you guys. Now, the last indie palette that I want to talk about is our first official Halloween palette of the year, and that is the Nomad Cosmetics Witch City Salem palette. I already have a review posted on this palette. I love this palette. This palette is absolutely beautiful. This is a perfect Halloween palette. You have the witches, you have the oranges, the greens, the purples, the blacks, a little bit of reds, a little bit of grays. Like, it has everything I'm looking for in terms of a Halloween color story. And it's all about Salem, Mass. You guys told me to start saying Mass because I said I struggle with saying Massachusetts. Like, I struggle with saying that. But you guys all just say Mass. And a lot of you guys told me in that video that you guys want me to do a deep dive on the Salem witch trial for Halloween. We could definitely make that happen. Like, that'd be a really cool video. So I definitely want to do that. But I absolutely love Halloween so much. Halloween's one of my favorite holidays ever. And so to the fact that we got to have our first Halloween palette this season, I'm so freaking excited. Now, this palette is actually going to be launching on August 26th at 12:01 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You guys can use my code Allie, save you guys 10% off. I do believe it retails for $54.99. And let me tell you, if you guys love a good Halloween palette, this is going to be for you. Up next, I saw this new beauty brand being announced over on Trend Mode, and people lost their mind. And I'm over here going, ooh, why? Because, like, I don't get it. But that's just me. But we have a new celebrity makeup artist brand, Hung Van Gogh. Oh God, I'm such an idiot. It's coming out with its own beauty brand. Now, the reason why I am not familiar with this person is just because I may do makeup, right? Like, does that make sense? May do makeup. I'm a makeup enthusiast, but I'm not a makeup artist. I don't study makeup. I never went to school for makeup. I've never learned makeup. I just kind of watched YouTube and thought, I want to review makeup too. And so I did. And here we are, you know what I mean? Like 5 years later. And so I'm not really well versed on who the celebrity makeup artists are, but a lot of people online were absolutely losing their mind over this. And I will say the fact that this person is coming out with 8 eyeshadow palettes, eyeliners, lipsticks, lip liners, bronzers, and blushes, I think is absolutely phenomenal. But the biggest part about this, y'all, the biggest part about this launch is that the prices are going to range from $22 to $49. When have you guys ever seen a celebrity makeup artist launch something that's actually super affordable? Because Makeup by Mario, love him, but his products are a little bit more on the higher end side. You know what I'm saying? So when have you ever seen a true makeup artist launch something that's actually really affordable? So I'm really excited. I'm absolutely really excited. Apparently he's worked with Marc Jacob Beauties. He's Selena Gomez's makeup artist, and now he's officially having his own brand. So congratulations to Hung for launching your very first beauty brand. And I love the fact that all the eyeshadow palettes are coming out are very beautiful, colorful, monochromatic color palettes with beautiful red lipstick. You guys know I'm a softie for lipstick, so I probably definitely will be checking this out. Up next, Bath & Body Works just teamed up with Disney to create their very own Villains collection. I'm so excited. I love Disney villains. So this collection is going to be featuring 2 new scents inspired 2 of the most iconic villains. We have the Evil Queen. The Evil Queen is going to come with the dark red apple, wicked pear, vanilla suede notes with fresh, sweet, warm, and undeniable additives to it. Then we're also going to have Maleficent. She's going to have her moment where she's going to have scents like Sinister Plum, Midnight Berry, Black Tea Notes, Berry, Strawberry, Raspberry, and Mystical Woods of cider wood, cashmere, creamy cashmere musk, and notes of rich, mysterious fusion. Now, there's going to be 39 products in this collection. That is way too much for me. The only thing I care about is the candles, but I'm so excited because I absolutely love the Evil Queen, and I love Maleficent. I'll never forget the first day when I was a cast member a long time ago. I had the privilege of attending the very first ever Disney villain party, and it happened I think on August 13th. It was Friday the 13th, very first Disney villains event, and it was a non-ticketed event, so like you did not have to sign up for it. They were just kind of doing like a trial run, and I'll never ever forget getting to stay there up until 1 o'clock in the morning. We got to see Hades for the first time, we got to see Maleficent, we got to see the Evil Queen, we got to see Captain Hook. Like, all the Disney villains came out, and we're having a great dance party. And I think they just really want to enjoy it. I remember that was the first time I ever got evacuated off of Hollywood off a rock and roller coaster. I'll never forget that moment, but it was so much fun. They do the villains event every once in a while. It is a ticketed event now, but it's so much fun. Like, I love the Disney villains. I love when they get to have their moment, especially during like Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party. They really get to shine during that time because it's their party. And I don't know, there's something about the Disney villains that sometimes I think they are definitely overlooked or misunderstood, but they're so much fun. I think I just have appreciation for them because they don't get to truly have their moments with Disney. So to see them actually, you know, celebrating Maleficent and the Evil Queen, it gets me super excited, especially because I played Disney Dreamlight Valley and they had them in there and I just think they're so much fun. So for me, I would definitely be interested in checking out like the candles for sure, like candles, maybe some hand sanitizers, maybe some lotions or plugins. But we already know my good friend Leah Janae, she is obsessed with anything and everything Bath and Body Works. I will not be surprised if she doesn't pick up this entire collection. She might already have a video on it. I don't know, but if she does, I'll make sure I link her because she's incredible and she's the queen of Bath and Body Works. And I tried to low-key convince her to send me her stuff all the time because I'm like, you already have like 500 candles, just send me one. No, I love her though. She's an amazing person. Up next, looks like Tower 28 just launched their own Go cooling. Oh my God. Hold up. I just became immature for 2 seconds because they're launching a Go color shimmering 12-hour eyeshadow stick. And the second I said Go, I wanted to go Power Rangers. Like, do you guys remember that? I used to be the pink one. Shocker. And I think it's just because right now I'm playing Fortnite and it's the Power Ranger season. So a lot of people are going around in the Power Ranger suits. But them saying Go, I'm going to always think Go Power Rangers. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Okay. I'm going to let them sing the song. But anyway, I actually think this is really cool. This kind of reminds me a lot of like the Dose of Color multi-use sticks. You guys always ask me, like, whenever I have something shimmer in my eyes, what is it? It usually is the Dose of Color, like, shimmer sticks. The reason I never really, like, tag them is because a lot of times it's been sold out. So, like, it's really hard for me to tag them. But now that Tower 28 is coming out with something similar, I think it's actually really cool. Will I check it out? Probably. Am I going to go out and buy it right away? No, I'll probably just wait till I see it in person to see which ones I actually like the most. Up next, I've been reporting on this for the last, I don't know. I've definitely reported this on quite a few makeup releases, but finally officially know the price points for Louis Vuitton makeup. And let me tell you, besties, ain't no way I will ever buy from this brand. Because, like, the fuck? Okay, let me show you. So, Louis Vuitton is launching 55 lipsticks. Incredible. Absolutely incredible, right? But the lipsticks, let me zoom you guys in here for a lipstick, for a moment, okay? The lipsticks are going to retail for around $150 US. I'm going to let that soak in. $150 for a freaking lipstick.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
That's my cable and internet bill. If I bought that, I get my husband, sweet man, very supportive man. He genuinely would look at me and be like, "What? You spent what?" You know what I mean? Like, I would question myself. That's like 5 or 6 books that I could be buying. That's like groceries for a week and a half. That's an electric bill. That's a cable bill. It's an internet bill. Like, that is what? Like, even like Gucci and Celine and Hermes and Dior and Chanel, at least their lipsticks, $50-$60, right? They don't overcharge. They're charging $150. I better freaking sit there like this, and a machine or a magical device, it's just gonna teleport and it's just gonna slowly levitate and draw on my lips to perfection, and that shit better never budge unless I want to wash it off. What? And here's the kicker. They also released the price points for their eyeshadow quad. That's right, I said their eyeshadow quad. $260. $260 for 4 shadows. Who in their right mind would want to spend the money on that? That's what? How much a shadow? I don't do math. I can't do math off the top of my head. Hold up. 260 divided by 4 is $65 a shadow. Whoa, you could buy a whole like 18-pan palette with that price point. I'm sorry. Like who wants to pay for that in this day and age? I can't. I can't. I'm not trying to be rude to anybody at all who does want to purchase this. I will support you. But I feel like this is catered towards like those really rich celebrities, or people that just have like the FU money that can just go around and blow money on whatever they want. Like I feel like that's what this brand's kind of catered to. But yeah, no, this brand is so far out of my league. I'll walk in the store and the freaking alarms are gonna go beep, 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 beep. Poor person alert, poor person alert. Like that's what's gonna happen when I walk in. So this is a brand that I'm not even gonna be able to look at before they slap handcuffs on me and be like, shoo, you peasant. Like, you know what I mean? So we're just gonna pass by that one. Up next, Boy Smell, which is a, fragrance brand, is doing a collaboration with Bratz. Okay, so they're going to be launching a new fruity body mist. This is going to have notes of strawberry, vanilla accord, and plastic doll accord. What does that mean? What does plastic doll accord mean? I don't speak fragrance, so I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Is it going to smell like plastic? Because I don't like the smell of plastic. I don't want it smelling around like plastic. Tis confusion. So if you guys get this, let me know. Or just let me know that I'm an idiot in the comment sections and I don't know what plastic doll accord means. But this is a collaboration I'm going to pass on. I never really grew up with Bratz doll. They were just a little bit behind. They were just I never grew up with Bratz dolls. I was too old by the time that they had come out. But vanilla and strawberry smell really good. Vanilla and strawberry sound like they're going to be a great scent. But plastic, I'm going to pass. Up next we have It's Beginning to Look a Lot Like Christmas Everywhere We Go. Okay, so it looks like MAC Cosmetics just announced their new Holiday 2025 collection. Just like every year, they will have a holiday collection and the set drops. They're going to be launching eyeshadow palettes, crystal lipsticks, 3 lip glass air, 3 jelly shine eyeshadows, 3 bouncy gleam highlighters, 24 mystery must-have advent calendars, holy shit, and 14 gift sets. 24 mystery advent calendars. Oh my god, that's wild. So I will say I absolutely love a good advent calendar, but for me, it's getting the little sneak peeks of like this collection, it looks a little boring. Like, look at this palette right here. It looks a little boring. Not one that I really want to gravitate to. I don't really ever hear anyone talk about MAC. They obviously do well for themselves because they're still around. They're still a big prominent brand, but I never really just hear anyone talk about them. But this is something that I'm definitely going to pass. I will say that reading them in the comment section, they seem really excited. They're saying, it's time. Oh my god, that Mariah Carey song died. Just ignore me. I had a lot of energy drink this morning, so I'm pretty hyper. But yeah, this is a collection that I'm gonna look over. I'm just gonna pass. Up next, it looks like Rare Beauty is teaming up with Taheen to roll out with a new lip and cheek set. So the set's gonna retail for $30, and it's gonna come with a soft pinch liquid blush in chamoy. This will be a deep red brown, and they're also doing the Positive Light luminizing lip gloss in Classico. This would be a rich terracotta with copper and gold shimmer. Now, what I think is actually really cool is that this part of the partnership, Rare Beauty is making a donation to the National School of Ceramics in honor of the meaningful work Taheen is doing with the organization, which I think is fantastic. But what I also enjoy about this partnership, it doesn't seem like Taheen is going to be influencing how the lip performs. Like sometimes when they do collaborations like this, they make it like plumping. You have that like tingling sensation. I know that Taheen is going to be more of a spice. I'm not the biggest fan of it just because I don't really do anything really spicy. My stomach just truly can't handle it. And I feel like this would be a really pretty color, and I love the fact that they're not making it like plumping or spicy, so people that don't like that can enjoy it. This is a very inclusive launch, and I really do love that. So if this is something for you, this would be available as of now. Up next, it looks like Fenty Beauty is launching 2 new primers. They're launching the Grip Trio Mattifying and Blurring Primer for $37. This is a gripping primer with mattifying and blurring skincare benefits that deliver a smooth filter finish that makes your makeup last for 12 hours. And they're also launching the Grip Trip Hydrating Primer for $37. This would be a gripping primer with a hydrating, invisible, plumping skincare benefits that would deliver a smooth, hydrated finish that'll make your makeup last for 12 hours. I will say the bottles look really unique. If that's how the product looked inside, I feel like I would have a little bit too much fun with that. I feel like I'd want to like be squirting it out and like a swirl like a soft serve ice cream and have fun. But it looks really cool. It looks really innovative. It looks really cool. Like Fenty Beauty does come out with some pretty good products. Is it going to be really mattifying? I don't know. That's something I can definitely test out. But it looks really cool. I'm excited. It looks really cool. I'm excited about it. Up next, it looks like Ulta Beauty's 21 Days of Beauty fall event is officially here. Starting on the 29th through September 18th, you guys can enjoy up to 50% off on over 250 daily and weekly beauty steals, where you can shop your favorite products across cosmetics, hair care, skincare, body care, fragrances, and more for 21 days. Now, you guys know me. I have been very vocal that I do not like the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. I just think that the sale is the same every single year. I find it to be quite boring, if I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. So I am not going to shop it. I'm also not going to be talking about it. I'm not going to do a dedicated video on it, just because I truly think that the 21 Days of Beauty is the same every year. And it's just like, if I want to see what type of sales they have, I would just look back on previous videos. So this is something I'm going to completely pass on. But if you do love Ulta's 21 Days of Beauty, just know that it does officially start on the 29th and runs all the way through September 18th. Up next, we have Jingle Bells, Jingle All the Way. It looks like Hourglass has officially unveiled their new holiday 2025 ambient palette. They're releasing the new Horse Ambient Light Edit Unlocked palette. This limited edition full face palette with new and best-selling ambient light shades features art by tattoo artist Sasha Unisex, formulated with special technology to diffuse surrounding light for skin that appears to be lit from within. The Horse palette does retail for $94, and then the ambient light blush retails for $52. This will be available on September 24th for 24. This will be available on the September 5th for 24 hours on the Sephora app, and then it officially launches on September 19th. Now, you guys told me to try out this. You guys said, hey, try it out. We really do love the ambient lighting. So at some point, I definitely will. I don't personally get why everybody runs and gets every single ambient light palette. Like, I've never understood that. But I'm also not a collector of it, so I just don't understand it. But I know people out there love collecting every single ambient light palette. I know there's some that you can custom make, but I'm sure people are going to go crazy for this horse one. This is going to be their holiday one. I'm sure they're going to have more coming out as well. But if you love Hourglass and you love horses, this will be available pretty soon. Up next, it looks like Phlur is launching a new fragrance. They're launching their cherry stem fragrance. This is a warm and woody cherry fragrance that is a fruity floral with a cocktail of dark, juicy, lacquered fruit scents with a twist. Black cherry and lush plum nectar layer with ebony wood and sugar jasmine for bold yet sweet depth. Now, this is going to retail for $99 or $32 depending on what you end up getting. I am personally going to pass on this. Oh, it's a perfume. It's not even it's a perfume. Oh shit, it's not even a body mist, perfume. I'm gonna pass just because I do not like anything cherry scented. I have been very honest with you guys I've been very vocal about that over the years. I got really sick as a child. I had a really horrible tonsillitis, and unfortunately my parents had to give me this cherry nausea medication to keep things down. And it's something I'll never forget. Okay, I'll never forget. My parents will never forget. Their carpet will never forget. Okay, they had to change their carpets because of me. Because that, it makes me want to get just talking about it. So I do not like the scent of cherry. So for me, this is such an easy pass. But I know so many people out there do love the scent of cherry. So if you do, this one's going to be for you. Up next, it says, look who's back with new fall scents. So Touchland just launched their brand new holiday/fall 2025 scents. They're going to bring back their cinnamon gingerbread, salted caramel, spice pumpkin teeny, and peppermint mocha. Ooh, these will be available as of the 25th. And I'm not going to lie, I've never bought a Touchland scent. I know they retail for $12. I've never actually bought one, or I don't even think tried one. I would be so intrigued to try this. A peppermint mocha would probably smell absolutely phenomenal. The pumpkin teeny, the cinnamon. Oh, those sounds like definitely right up my shade, right up my alley. I feel like I'd want to spray it on my hand and just like, you know what I mean? I feel like I'd want to be one of those like creepers that people look at and go, oh my God, she's smelling her hands again. You know what I mean? So like I'd be very interested in picking up one of these shades, one of these scents, because I feel like, I don't know, they look like they smell amazing. I never tried them, but I never tried them. But if you guys have, let me know how this brand is. Up next, Unearly just revealed their new fall collection. They're launching their brand new Gothic Romance collection. 200 bundle sets are available for pre-order at $160 on Unearthly Cosmetics. This is going to come with a 20-pan eyeshadow palette that's going to retail for $68, a 6-pan blush palette that's going to retail for $40, and 4 brand new Paranormal Plush Mousse lipsticks for $18 each. Now, a lot of you guys were asking me if I'm going to pick up this palette. I do think it's beautiful, but am I going to pick it up? Probably not. Not because I don't want to support Unearthly. I absolutely do. It's just the color story doesn't really resonate with me. It's beautiful, but it's not one that I'm like, I have to have. Do you know what I mean? So while it is like a gothic romance, it'd be perfect for the fall, at the same time, I want to be a little bit more smarter with my money. I want to be a little bit more smart with my purchases. I don't want to buy stuff just to buy stuff, because then I feel like I'm definitely leading into the overconsumption. So for me, this is really beautiful, but I am going to pass. And lastly, Charlotte Tilbury is launching a brand new life-changing lip mask. This is going to be launching on the 26th, and this is supposed to reduce the look of lip lines, this is supposed to reduce the look of lip lines. Okay, I guess what's wrong with lip lines? It's supposed to plump the look of lips. It's supposed to nourish dry and damaged lips. It's supposed to define and sculpt the look for Cupid's bow, bring lip color back to life, and it's gonna cushion and prime for lip makeup, and it's gonna be available in 2 shades of Magic and Pillow Talk. I'm gonna pass just because like a lot of Charlotte Tilbury products, they're good, but they really overcharge for what they actually release. You know what I mean? Their brand just, it's not really worth the price point in my opinion. So that's something I'm going to easily pass on. But that, my most beautiful friend, is it for today's new makeup releases. I know that last week I did not tell you guys what book of the week was, and this week I still don't have book of the week because I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm still on the Silversmith. I've not picked it up in 2 weeks. I've not picked it up in 2 weeks, and I actually got approved for an arc that I'm gonna be getting next week that I actually do have to submit a review for. So hopefully I'll have a book of the week coming up. But if you guys want to know what I'm reading, I am reading the Silversmith right here. I've not touched it in 2 weeks, and hopefully I will finish it by the time we get to our next new makeup release Sunday. But that, my most beautiful friends, is it for today's video. If you guys like today's video, please make sure you guys give this video a cheeky thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already, because I do post 3 to 4 videos every single week. Make sure you guys head over to my other channel. It's R for Life. You guys get to see my cool, wonderful adventures, my amazing husband, Corey. And as always, the biggest thank you goes to these beautiful, wonderful page numbers you guys see right here. Thank you guys so much for everything. And to my subscribers and viewers, thank you guys so much for being here. Whether you guys like this video, you guys thumbs down this video, you guys subscribed, you guys did not subscribe, either way, thank you guys so much for being here. I love and appreciate each and every single one of you. So with that said, guys, I love you, and I'll see you guys in my very next video.